From the land of the rising sun comes the fiercest fighters, the hardest hits, and the brightest lights in pro wrestling. Joshi isn't just wrestling, it's heart, passion, and rebellion packed into every single match. So lace up your boots, crank up the volume, and get ready to dive into the world where idols become icons and legends are born in the ring. This is where passion meets punk and wrestling meets pure chaos. Welcome to the Cult of Joshi with your host, Raja and John.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Cult of Joshi. I'm your host, Raja, and I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, John.
Hello.
And we'd like to welcome you to this super special edition, audio-only version of our 5-Star Grand Prix preview.
Yes, it's quite the undertaking here.
It is.
The tournament and the podcast episode.
Yes, so as you all know, the 5-Star Grand Prix is knocking on our door, and we actually recorded a full video preview of the 5-Star for everyone because, you know, we love the 5-Star Grand Prix.
Yes.
And we wanted to make sure we got a very visual guide out there for everyone, but we also wanted to give this audio version for you podcast lovers out there. So the first half of this episode is the same audio as the YouTube video that's up on our channel, Cult of Joshi, currently. So you can go watch that, or you can listen right here to this first half of this episode where we go through all of the participants, how the 5-Star works, and all that fun stuff. But then you can stay tuned after that to hear all of our personal picks for the first weekend of the 5-Star Grand Prix and our thoughts on our brackets in general, because we did fill out full brackets for this thing.
So what you're saying is not only are they going to get the bonus piece here at the first, but they're going to get the video, the audio of the video. That's the easy to think about. And then they're going to get a bonus at the end of it with picks.
Yeah.
This sounds like a lot of fun.
It's going to be a super special edition, so we hope you guys enjoy, and we'd love to hear your picks as well, because we know that the 5-Star can go any which way. But make sure you listen to this first part, because it's all about the 5-Star Grand Prix, and then we will meet you back here with our picks afterward. It's that time of year again.
Yes, our favorite time of the year.
The time where a junior member of a roster can stand out, shine, and become a major player moving forward.
A time where a seasoned veteran can show why they are who they are.
An event where 32 women all have the same opportunity to strut their stuff, do their best, and possibly grab that brass ring while etching their name amongst the royalty of professional wrestling.
It's the premier tournament in women's professional wrestling.
It's a struggle.
It's an epic.
It's a vibe.
It's the 5-Star Grand Prix, baby.
So once again this year, we have everything you'll need to prepare yourself for maximum enjoyment of the tournament. And man, this year's gonna be so good. We've got all the things that you need to know, starting off with how this shindig works, because if you've never seen a 5-Star Grand Prix before, you're going to need to know these details. This year, there are 32 competitors in the 5-Star Grand Prix that are split into 4 blocks of 8 wrestlers each.
And those blocks consist of Red Stars A, Red Stars B, Blue Stars A, and Blue Stars B.
From July 18th to August 16th, these 32 competitors will fight it out in block action across 14 events. Regular block matches are fought in round-robin format, which means all 8 people in a block will face everyone else in the same block in singles matches.
And those matches have a scoring system, which consists of 2 points for a win,
0 points for a loss,
and 1 point each for a draw.
On August 18th and August 23rd, we will have the final 2 nights of the 5-Star Grand Prix, where the final tournament will be contested. This is a normal bracket tournament where the top 3 scorers in each block will compete to see who will be the winner of the 2026 5-Star Grand Prix.
Okay, that's the basics, Raja. But is there any kind of cool tidbits this year that you can lay on me?
Oh yeah, we got tons of fun facts. This is the 15th annual 5-Star Grand Prix, and leading into this year, there had been 100 unique wrestlers who have competed in the 5-Star Grand Prix before.
Wow, 100 wrestlers. So has there ever been a 2-time winner?
No one's ever won 2 5-Star Grand Prix. All 14 former winners are unique.
Okay. But is there anybody with a chance? Are you telling me there's a chance? Who can win and have their 2-time winner this year?
There are 4 former winners of the 5-Star Grand Prix in this year's tournament. Those are Utami Hayashishita, Suzu Suzuki, Maika, and Momo Watanabe.
Okay. What about the bridesmaids? If you had a champion, you had to have somebody else in that match. Do we have any, runners-up?
We do. There are 6 former runners-up that have been in that spot where they were in the final and they couldn't quite get it done. And those 6 wrestlers are Utami Hayashishita, Konami, Momo Watanabe, Maika, Saya Kamatani, and Azumi.
All right, understood. But what about the fresh meat? What about people, this is their first tournament?
Oh yeah, we've got some of those as well. We have 5 newcomers this year who have never been in a 5-Star Grand Prix before, and those are Akira Kuragane, Kikyo Furusawa, Itsuki Aoki, Rina Yamashita, and Maki Ito. But let's get into the full field of competitors, starting off in Red Stars A. We kick it off with Akira Kuragane representing Mavita Loca. This is her very first 5-Star Grand Prix, so she's looking to really show off and show out.
Yeah, Akira's been doing nothing but impressing all of us for the past year at least, and it's been fun to watch her rise.
Absolutely.
And I'm glad that she's getting the opportunity to shine in this. I don't expect her to go very far, but I like to be surprised.
We all like to be surprised. Next up is Itsuki Aoki, also representing Mavita Loca, and it is also her very first 5-Star Grand Prix, but she is not a newcomer to wrestling by any means. She has held titles in Seedling, Marvelous, Pro Wrestling Wave, and Oz Academy, and she's also the current Regina de Wave champion.
Itsuki Aoki's one of those that's one of our favorites.
Yes.
So it's crazy that it's her first tournament, right? She just didn't have the opportunity in Stardom before, but the experience that she brings and just the excitement, right? I can't wait to see some of these one-on-one matchups with Aoki out there.
Absolutely. She's going to bring some real energy to the tournament. Up next, we have Tomoka Inaba, who's representing God's Eye. This is her third 5-Star Grand Prix, and last year, she earned 8 points in the tournament. She's also the current JTO Girls Champion.
I mean, what can't you say about Tomoka Inaba and her upside? People throw out the term blue chipper sometimes in wrestling. Tomoka and her sister are both blue chip products. I mean, they are standouts, and especially in JTO, you get to see them shine in big main event matches. The cool thing about the 5-Star tournament is we're going to see her, have these type matches every time out. And you talk about her being a tough out. I think she is honestly, she could take the whole thing.
She could. She has every opportunity to really find herself on top. Next, we have Natsuka Tora representing Hate, the leader of Hate. This is her 7th 5-Star Grand Prix. Last year, she earned 8 points. She is a former 2-time Artist of Stardom champion, 2-time Goddess of Stardom champion, and former World of Stardom champion.
I think this is Tora's chance to sort of get her year back, so to speak, right? She hasn't had the greatest year as far as numbers or accolades and has been outshined by a couple of other Hate members.
Yeah.
To be honest. So I think she's looking for blood. She's
coming at you from the background. You got to keep your eye on her, though, because she is tough. Next, we have Azumi representing Neo Genesis. This is her 8th 5-Star Grand Prix. Last year, she earned 9 points and was also the runner-up in last year's tournament. She is the current Goddess of Stardom champion alongside Miyu Amasaki, but she's also a former 2-time high-speed champion, 4-time Artist of Stardom champion, and a former NJPW Strong Women's champion.
So Azumi's one of those heart picks for a lot of us that follow Stardom religiously. Azumi is amongst the best wrestlers, not female wrestlers, best wrestlers on the planet, most exciting wrestlers on the planet. And she has been one of those people that has been a stalwart here with Stardom for so long that I want to see her go all the way. I want to see her go all the way and be featured in the top of the card at the end of the year. It'd be fantastic. So she has every tool in the box that it takes. And I think that she's a measuring stick for a lot of these girls that are having these matches. They're having an Azumi match.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. I can't wait to see what she pulls out in this year's tournament. Next, we have Micah, who is currently unaffiliated with a faction. She actually missed last year's 5-Star Grand Prix with an elbow injury, but she was the runner-up in 2023, and she won the 2024 5-Star Grand Prix. She's a former Future of Stardom champion, 3-time Artist of Stardom champion, Goddess of Stardom champion, and World of Stardom champion.
Micah falls back in that same Natsukatora bracket of it's time to show who I am. You know, you guys forget who you're dealing with. I mean, it's Micah. Come on.
I got you.
And so Micah always has a chance. If her name's on the card, there's a chance Micah's going to win and bust some heads and drink some beers on the way.
Yes, I totally expect that from her. Next, we have Rena. She is representing Hate. This is only her second 5-Star Grand Prix, but last year she earned 9 points in her first tournament. And last year she won 4 of the 5-Star Grand Prix awards: Best Red Stars match, Best Overall match, Fighting Spirit, and Technique awards. She's also a former New Blood Tag Champion, Future of Stardom Champion, and Artist of Stardom Champion.
What to say? I mean, Rena, as you just read out there, Rena last year, her tournament presence was legendary. The matches that Rena had last year, we've gone back to watch again. That doesn't happen with everyone, especially that quickly.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, no, I got to see that again. That was fantastic. Rena, in her first tournament, racked up all the accolades. And honestly, every crowd was eating out of her hand by the time the matches were done. She has a lot to prove still because it's Rena and she builds that for herself. And I think she's kind of one of those people, you know, we talked about a blue chipper already. She is the blue chip. To me, she is the future of Stardom, the now of Stardom even. And this might be her chance to really show it.
I'm expecting big things from Rena this year. The final competitor in Red Stars A is Sayaka Kurara. She's representing Cosmic Angels. This is also her second tournament, but last year she only earned 4 points. She is a former World of Stardom champion and current New Blood Tag Team champion alongside Aya Sakura.
Sayaka Kurara said something very interesting in the press conference. She said that she only had the championship, the World of Stardom championship, for a short amount of time, but that the hands on the clock had really turned. And, you know, I love that because it does feel that way. It feels like a different competitor than we had a year ago by far.
Yeah.
Not by 1 year, by 5 years.
Yeah.
Because she has that championship experience. She has the big match experience and winning the big match against arguably the greatest wrestler in the business. So, I mean, that's a lot to take into this. I think she has everything to prove.
She absolutely does. She's going to have to really show that she's still got it in this 5-Star Grand Prix. Let's move on now to Red Stars B, where we will kick things off with Rina Yamashita representing Mavita Loca. This is her very first 5-Star Grand Prix, but she has a lot of accolades behind her. She has held championships in Choco Pro, Ice Ribbon, JWP, Oz Academy, Pro Wrestling Wave, Seedling, and GCW.
Also, it's one of those with the first tournament, like her partner, Atsuki Aoki. It's weird saying it's her first tournament, right? It's Rina freaking Yamashita. She's amazing. She's incredible. And the fun part to this, the very fun part to this is I don't think everybody understands. They sleep on her wrestling ability. You know, she has the ability to really turn it upside down. People are coming out there expecting, okay, we're going to get here and exchange holds for 10 minutes. No, she's going to hit you in the head with a chair. She's going to throw you over, outside. You're going to be drug into the deep waters in a Rina Yamashita match. So I think that alone could really pull some wins, and I think she'll go far in the tournament.
I think so too. She's definitely one of those that can spoil a few people. Next, we have Maki Ito of the Ito Respect Gundan, and this is also her first 5-Star Grand Prix. She is a former Princess Tag Team Champion and International Princess Champion in TJPW, but she's still pretty fresh in Stardom, so she's looking to prove herself.
Pretty fresh and arguably the biggest merch mover this year.
Oh, yeah.
6 months in Stardom. 6 months. And you cannot have a conversation about Stardom without Maki Ito's name being in it. She's shown who she is and why she's here. And I think this is her chance as well to put a stamp on that. She wants, the Ito respect going to be taken seriously as a faction.
Yep.
This is the way you get your faction taken serious.
I agree completely. I think she is going to move numbers, not just at the merch stands this year. Next, we have Lady C representing God's Eye. This is only her second tournament. Last year, she earned 4 points in her first tournament, and she is a current Artist of Stardom champion alongside Hina and Ami Sourei.
Lady C is one of those lifebloods of Stardom. She's one of the things you don't have Stardom without these type wrestlers.
Yeah.
That actually bleed Stardom. And Lady C has been on an emotional journey. The fans are behind her all the time. She has a legion of fans that love seeing her success, have followed it all the way through, and have actually started to see some this year. I think we continue that in the tournament.
Yep, she won her first championship ever. Now it's her time to really show out in the 5-Star Grand Prix. Next, we have Azusa Inaba representing Hate. This is her second tournament, and last year, she earned 6 points. She's a former New Blood Tag Team champion and current Queen of JTO champion.
Obviously, the experience that she has from JTO and being on top in those cards, facing the best people in the world, I think it's going to help her tremendously in these type of matches. Not everyone gets those chances to have the singles matches that Azusa Inaba has at such a young age, 18 years old. She has a wealth of experience, but she also has the youth on her side.
Yep, she's definitely looking to make some waves this year. Next, we have Saya Ida representing Stars. This is her 5th tournament, and last year she earned 8 points. She's a former New Blood Tag Champion, Future of Stardom Champion, and Goddess of Stardom Champion.
It's Saya Ida, baby. I mean, what else do you have to say there? It doesn't matter if it's going to be a win or a loss. It's going to be one of the best matches of the tournament every match. That's what Saida does.
Yes, it is. And everyone's going to be behind her, too. Next, we have Mei Seira, who's representing Neo Genesis in her 3rd 5-Star Grand Prix. Last year, she earned 7 points. She's a former Goddess of Stardom champion and 2-time high-speed champion.
It's always fun to see people that are normally paired up in more of a high-speed or a tag team variety come in here with the big singles matches because, again, it takes you by surprise. And it's some of the more exciting matches of the tournament. When Mei Seira's out there, or like Azumi or Starlight Kid, you're going to have an incredible banger of a match.
Yes,
she's looking forward to this, man.
She's technically very perfect, so her singles matches are always fun. Next, we have Konami representing Hate. This is her 8th tournament. She was the 2019 runner-up, and last year she earned 6 points. She's a former 3-time Artist of Stardom champion, 3-time Goddess of Stardom champion, and former Wonder of Stardom champion.
You always like to talk about tough outs. That's something you say a lot. And it's right, but this may be, like, if you look up tough out in the dictionary, it could possibly be Konami. I don't know how many times, because Konami's such a great heel. We hate her guts.
Yes.
And that's a good thing, right? That's what she wants. She doesn't want to be loved. She doesn't want to be adored. She wants you to despise her. And she does it well. But we also respect her wrestling ability. It's honestly violent and in your face, and she feels like she has a lot to really show ever since losing the white belt.
Yeah.
And, said as much during the tournament. So it's a dangerous one. That's a dangerous pick right there.
It is, and she has a lot to live up to after last year when she beat Suri in the first night, and it was a crazy time last year for Konami. The final member of Red Stars B is an interesting one. We have Utami Hayashishita. She's currently unaffiliated with a faction and has not been in the 5-Star Grand Prix for the last 3 years. Regardless, this is her 7th 5-Star Grand Prix. She was the 2018 runner-up, 2020 winner, and earned 8 points in her last tournament in 2023. She is, of course, a former Future of Stardom champion, Artist of Stardom champion, 3-time Goddess of Stardom champion, and a former World of Stardom champion, as well as being a former Marigold World champion and a winner of the 2024 Dream Star Grand Prix.
What do you say about Utami? Listen, everybody is very excited to have Utami back, have Utami in the tournament, and I think we all have our own little vision of what we'd like to see the final to be.
Yeah.
And, I think Utami is there in that. And it's going to be a huge hill to climb. It's a massive hill to climb after being gone into the rival promotion, making your way back, being unaffiliated, not having your friends, and your friends that you do have questioning why you left them. It's such an emotional journey that it's going to be a lot for anyone. It's a lot to watch, much less live through. So I hope that doesn't weigh down Utami during this tournament, but it very well could, or it could be what propels her to win.
It's going to be interesting to watch how she takes it once the tournament starts. Let's go on now to Blue Stars A. We'll kick things off here with Rion, representing the Ito Respect Gundam. This is her second 5-star Grand Prix, where last year she earned a grand total of 0 points.
My prediction is Rion earns more than last year. Absolutely. She's in the top, one of the top non-faction factions there is, and I think that this is going to be a lot of fun for her and a lot of fun for us to watch.
It's just going to be fun to see what she gets up to.
Yeah.
Next, we have Aya Sakura representing Cosmic Angels. This is also her second tournament. Last year, she earned 4 points. She is a current New Blood Tag Team Champion alongside Sayaka Kurara.
The captain of Cosmic Angels, and just absolutely crazy. Okay. And we love that about her, right? But her wrestling matches, her wrestling ability, everything has just completely quadrupled in the last year. She is formidable now. And, when she comes out there, the matches are always great, but there is a violence again with her that is kind of funny compared to who she is in interviews. She's always funny. She's always cracking people up. She's, being characters or being a goof. But when the bell rings, she is absolutely 100% all about the action. And I think she's going to go deep.
Yep. The High Kick Angels coming for some heads this year. Next, we have Hina of God's Eye. This is her second tournament, and last year she earned 6 points. She's a former Future of Stardom champion and current Artist of Stardom champion alongside Lady C and Ami Sori.
Hina, one of the 3 sisters of Stardom there, and very excited about this because, I just hope she's not too hung up on Suzu Suzuki. She mentioned it the first thing in the press conference. She's talked about it since last year when she lost to Suzu Suzuki. So I think it's a big deal. She wants to beat the champion and, be featured. She even said it herself. I don't get many shots at a red belt champion, to show what I have. What Hina does have is immaculate. She's an incredible professional wrestler, very exciting, well-rounded. And I just hope that doesn't, fuel her too much, because if she doesn't overcome Suzu in the first night, then how's that going to affect her mentally for the rest of the tournament?
Yeah, exactly. And you got to think she also wants to live up to her twin sister, Rina, and what she performed last year. So a lot of pressure for Hina. Next, we have Miyu Amasaki representing Neo Genesis. This is her third tournament. Last year, she got 6 points. She's a former Future of Stardom champion and Artist of Stardom champion, and a current Goddess of Stardom champion alongside Azumi. Yeah,
Miyu Amasaki's been turning a lot of heads. She is completely another one that, if you go 2 years ago compared to now, it's night and day. Miyu Amasaki is one of those that can just surprise you. She's going to have some upsets. I will say that for sure. She will have some upsets in this tournament, and some people aren't ready for what Mayu's got to bring.
Yeah, and especially after her performance in the Cinderella this year, I think people are expecting big things from her. Next, we have Hanako, who is currently unaffiliated with a faction. This is her second tournament, and last year she earned 7 points. She's a former New Blood Tag Champion and Future of Stardom Champion.
Hanako, again, we talk about growth. It's like the theme on this year's tournament, really, the growth compared to people before. But Hanako is one of those, she's a giant. She, amongst her peers there. And even when you see her come to the States, she's still one of the bigger competitors. And I think she's learned how to use that. Mm-hmm. That's the cool part to Hanako, is she's really learned how to use her size to her advantage. So I think that, she's going to be, as you would say, a tough out for a lot of people.
If she uses her size and aggression, I think she'll definitely get some stuff done this year. Next, we have Ruaka representing Hate. This is her 4th tournament, and last year she earned 7 points. She's a former Future of Stardom champion and Goddess of Stardom champion.
Ruaka, as far as having things to prove, when your classmates are the classmates that Ruaka has, it's one of those things that has to be in the back of her mind. You wouldn't know that by looking at Ruaka or talking to Ruaka.
Right.
Because she doesn't seem like she could be bothered for any part of it, but it does. And you know that she's ready to always show it. The thing about Ruaka is she's another one that plays spoiler quite often. So I think that that'll happen, this year as well. She's one of those, when you look at it on the list, you don't think, oh no, I'm facing Ruaka, but she's going to beat you.
Yeah. Whether or not a black box is involved will remain to be seen.
It would have it no other way.
Next, we have Suzu Suzuki representing Movida Loca. She's the 2023 winner of the 5-Star Grand Prix, and last year she earned 10 points. She's a former Artist of Stardom champion and Goddess of Stardom champion, and of course, the current World of Stardom champion.
I mean, just look at that. Suzu Suzuki, not only the former winner, but earning 10 points is huge, right? So she doesn't have bad tournaments. And she's got all the momentum. She's the champ. Everybody's gunning for her. So it'll mean the fact that you're going to have an incredible match every time. It's going to feel like a championship match because,
right.
If somebody does beat her, they'll probably earn a red belt match. So that alone makes it exciting, but also makes it taxing on the champion.
Yeah, you definitely have the target on your back when you're the champion in one of these tournaments. The final participant in Blue Stars A is Julia Hart, a late addition to the tournament. She is representing the Triangle of Madness and AEW. This is her first 5-Star Grand Prix, and of course, she is a former TBS champion.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the age bracket, right? That's one of the cool things I'll look at here is Julia's like 24 years old. Mm-hmm. She was the youngest TBS champion at 22. And, she has went, from the cheerleading days all the way up through, we've watched her grow up basically in AEW. So it's a lot of fun because it's age-wise, she belongs with the top tier of the Stardom roster right now. Mm-hmm. And I think it'll be so great to be able to learn like her journey on this. If I could pick anyone, this is funny because I know it's been a hot topic.
Yes.
But if I could have picked anyone from the roster to come over, it would have been Julia Hart.
I agree completely. I think she's going to have a great showing in the 5-Star Grand Prix, and I'm really excited to see how she mixes it up with the Stardom wrestlers.
I kind of wanted just somebody who could win, but also someone who could lose, and it's fine. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
So you have the opportunity to learn, and somebody super athletic.
Yeah.
A lot of times when we send someone over, we send a giant or something, it makes it a certain kind of match. Mm-hmm. This does not. This is a definite, you can wrestle however you need to. I love it.
Exactly. Yes. So Julia Hart, welcome to the 5-Star Grand Prix. Next, we have Blue Stars B, and we will kick this block off with Kikyo Furusawa, representing the Ito Respect Gunden. This is her very first tournament.
So how far will Kikyo go? I don't know, but I do know she'll probably come close to breaking some ankles along the way. It's been fun to watch her rise, and especially her relationship with Maki Ito. I think it's done wonders for her, and that'll continue here. The Ito Respect Gundam's got a lot to prove in this tournament.
They do. I expect she'll get maybe 2 to 4 points. I'm excited to see where those come along. Next, we have Koguma, who is unaffiliated with a faction. This is her 5th tournament, and last time she competed, she earned 6 points in 2024. She's a former Artist of Stardom champion, High Speed champion, and 3-time Goddess of Stardom champion.
Kuma! So, listen, it's time for the bears to do the dance, right? So, I think that if she leaves the bears in the back, that Koguma could go just as far as anybody else. She is an incredible professional wrestler. She's exciting, and she has a moveset that a lot of people have no business even trying. She's good.
Yeah.
So I would like to see a more serious Kuma during this tournament and see what she can bring.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if she can switch gears out of that tag team mindset for these singles matches. Next, we have Yuna Mizumori representing Cosmic Angels. This is her 3rd tournament, and last year she earned 4 points. She is the current High Speed champion.
So, Yuna, I want you to listen to me, all right? You were being the new Stan Hansen for a little while. And then you went into sort of the crazy Charlie's Angel stuff that you guys have been doing. I want you to find your inner Stan Hansen, because Yuna Mizumori has the potential to be the biggest butt-kicking broad that has ever been in wrestling. She has that ability. She has a mean lariat. She has incredible wrestling abilities. And I love it when she is full-on violent Yuna Mizumori. I mean, come out dancing, that's fun, that's wonderful. It gets us all excited. We get excited listening to her music. Mm-hmm. But I really love it when she's, violent.
Me too. I'd love to see Yuna leave the high speed in the back for this one and just really take some heads off in the tournament. Next, we have Ami Sohrei representing God's Eye. This is her 4th tournament, and last year she earned 10 points. She's a former Future of Stardom champion and Goddess of Stardom champion, and the current Artist of Stardom champion alongside Lady C and Hina.
Ami Sohrei is one of those that has everything in the toolbox as well. She has everything that it takes. The size, the looks, the ability. She can talk. She can wrestle. She can beat your butt. She has everything it takes to be the very top of the page, top of the card, every single night in Stardom.
She does.
I'm hoping she shows that this tournament. I mean, 10 points is nothing to sneeze at that she's had before. And I think that it's just close to her time. I really do.
I agree completely. Next, we have Starlight Kid representing Neo Genesis. This is her 7th tournament, and last year she earned 8 points. Now, Starlight Kid is a former New Blood Tag Team Champion, Future of Stardom Champion, 2-time Artist of Stardom Champion, Goddess of Stardom Champion, High Speed Champion, and Wonder of Stardom Champion.
But has she won the 5-star Grand Prix?
Nope.
I think that looms large on the face of the place. It's Starlight Kid is one of those, like we've talked before. Give me one person to represent Stardom, please. And Starlight Kid's the ambassador. I mean, you just think about her when you think of Stardom. And I think that, you go back to the Mai Itani matches, and that we were looking forward to that we don't get to have now, unfortunately, that was going to happen in the tournament. But you think of even a younger competitor, Starlight Kid, was already showing that and doing her best and action and excitement, and she can beat anybody in any size. That doesn't matter to her. She is Starlight Kid. She is a superhero. I want to see her have a superhero performance in this tournament.
Me too, and I think she can totally pull it off this year with the confidence she's gained, being able to represent Stardom even outside of the promotion. Next, we see Hanan, who represents Stars. She's the leader of Stars. This is her 5th 5-star Grand Prix, and last year she earned 9 points. Now, she is a former New Blood Tag Team Champion, Future of Stardom Champion, and Goddess of Stardom Champion, but she's also the current Wonder of Stardom Champion. And an interesting note, she won this year's Cinderella tournament back in the spring, and only one person has been able to win both of the singles tournaments in the same year. That was 2017 when Toni Storm won both the Cinderella and the 5-star Grand Prix.
Hanan wants to put Stars and have Stars as the absolute top faction in Stardom. She has a lot on her shoulders. She's had to take on a lot really quickly. Hanan is another one that we talked about with the Blue Chippers. All 3 of the sisters are Blue Chip prospects. But, you talked about Hina wanting to do what Rena had done in the tournament. Think about what Hanan, the older sister, wants to do.
Yeah.
She definitely wants to outshine Rena, but she also is one of those with all the tools. We've said it several times, but it's the truth. Stardom is so stacked. But Hanan is one of those people that has everything you would want in a champion. Everything you'd want in a 5-star champion. And I can honestly see, like, if you were to tell me, Hanan's going to win. Okay. I totally see that, get that, and understand that. I just am looking forward to the incredible matches she has along the way.
Yeah, makes total sense to me. And just like Suzu, because she's holding the Wonder of Stardom Championship, there's going to be a target on her for the chance at that belt. Next, we have Momo Watanabe representing Hate. This is her 10th tournament. She was the 2021 runner-up, and last year she won the whole tournament. She's a former 3-time Artist of Stardom champion, 3-time Goddess of Stardom champion, and a former Wonder of Stardom champion.
So much intrigue. So interesting. Momo Watanabe, Saya Kamatani, Utami Hayashishita. that is one of the most exciting storylines of this entire tournament and Stardom in general right now. What's going to go on with Momo and Saya? What's going to happen there? You know, how's Momo's going to do in this tournament? You know, how's Hate going to help? It's very interesting, everything that's going on. Obviously, she goes deep. Does she go back to back? Does she do what she's claiming she wants to do? Maybe. Who's going to stop her? I mean, it's Momo Watanabe, dude.
That's totally fair. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited about it.
Me too, and I imagine we're going to have to wait to see that Saya Kamatani match for a little while, but when it happens, man, it's going to be good. And that brings us to the final competitor in Blue Stars B, which is Saya Kamatani, also representing Hate. This is her 7th tournament. She was the 2024 runner-up, and last year she earned 8 points. She's a former 2-time Goddess of Stardom champion, High Speed champion, Wonder of Stardom champion, and World of Stardom champion.
It's Saya Kamatani. I mean, you can just hand her the cup now if you want to.
I don't think anyone would be mad.
Yeah, I don't think so either. So I want to see the red belt back on her. You know, I'm just one of those people that she's a great champion. She's an incredible champion, and she's done so much for Joshi, so much for Stardom in the past couple of years. It's unbelievable, really. And the funny part to all this is it all happened because it had to happen for her. And it had to happen when Utami left, when all this stuff happened. So with Utami back, again, the intrigue is incredible. Every match feels that way. Every time we see any of them come out, it's all seems like it's part of that world. She has a lot on her mind. She has a lot going on. So there's a lot of pressure. She has to have a great showing here. And 100% has to go out there, basically has to run the table, really, because of who she is and what's been going on. I don't know, man. I think there's a lot of excitement to be had in this, and I'm just looking forward to it.
I think so, too. She's definitely one to keep your eye on in this year's tournament. We hope you guys enjoyed that 5-Star Grand Prix preview, the look at all the participants. It's going to be a heck of a tournament this year, but now we're going to jump into our picks for the very first weekend. There are 3 shows kicking it off on the first weekend, starting off on July 18th at Ibarra Wave. Of course, this is the big opening night pay-per-view, and they've added some really fun stuff to it since we last recorded, so we've got a lot to go over here. We're going to kick this off. There's a pre-show match, a special singles match, Azumi versus Fua-chan to send Fua-chan off on her excursion.
Yeah, I think she's going to send her off with a kick in the butt.
I think so too. Azumi for the win.
Match is going to be fun, obviously, but Azumi's got this.
Agreed. Next, we have an 8-man match where Kyoko Kotatsu, Starlight Kid, Maki Ito, and Utami Hayashishita will take on Emma Maishima, Matoi Hamabe, Rion, and Waka Tsukiyama.
Dude, could that team be any cooler?
I don't think so. That's like one of the coolest 4-man teams you could make.
It really is. That's like such a cool team. I kind of want the shirt right now. Well, obviously, they're going to win.
Yes, they're definitely going to beat this other team. Sorry, girls.
So the Team Utami there is what we're talking about.
Yes, for sure. The next match is an IWGP Women's Championship match where Shiri will be defending her belt against Natsupoi.
Okay. So a little bit to unpack on this one.
Ooh.
You know, Shiri has had some incredible defenses.
She has.
Of the belt. And Natsupoi, you know, she needs that defining win to bring back the year, I feel. I think that, you know, it's nice to see poised
yes,
for you know, leading the way again. And I just I don't know, man. I think that this is going to be Natsupoi's win, and I think she'll do great things with the title.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about this match because of the violence that is involved in such a match. When you're looking at these two, I mean, they both go to a different place.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be one that you've seen them get serious recently where they're facing off, and it's clear that this means a lot to both of them. And I definitely feel like Natsupoi might have the edge here and may become the next IWGP Women's Champion.
Yeah, that's my pick too.
Adding to that fabulous lineage that the belt already has. It just gets cooler with every new champion.
I agree, and that's my pick.
The next match is another championship match for the Artist of Stardom Championships. We have Lady C, Hina and Ami Sourei, Dream Trine, defending their belts against Julia Hart, Sky Blue, and Tekla, the Triangle of Madness.
Okay, so speaking of Sherry, did you see her face when the Triangle of Madness showed up on that TV special?
I did see.
I mean, if you want to talk about murder aunt,
She was so mad.
dude, that face was priceless. It really was. But I think that the Triangle of Madness, as much as I love Dream Trine, I love Dream Trine.
Yes.
You love Dream Trine.
So much.
But I keep thinking about this little show in Wembley and how cool it would be to have Stardom representation, right?
Yeah.
And have a trio of some sort come back and really put the nail in the coffin of the feud with Tekla, and have Toru Okada at ringside, or even as the special referee.
He could do it.
You know,
he's done it before.
Something like that, but have a proper team Stardom that represents and comes for Stardom.
Yeah.
And wins on AEW soil.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool. I'm completely in agreement. I do think Triangle of Madness is probably gonna win this match. I hate it for Dream Trine because I've been loving them, but
I hate to even say it, girls. I'm so sorry.
it feels, because of the late announcement of the match, the way that Tekla has been going against Stardom and all that stuff, it just feels the direction that we're going.
It feels like it's right for business. I even think that, looking down the line, that Tekla's going to lose the women's championship in AEW, and I think that her versus Natsupoi for the IWGP belt would be some interesting TV.
Oh, I just love this story so much with the Stardom versus Tekla sort of thing going on. I just think it's so much fun.
You know, even if Shiri wins, she's going to go to the States.
She is. She's off on her own excursion.
So we just had Tekla show up and make Shiri mad.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
It's like clicking in your head in real time.
This just popped in my head. So if Shiri would retain, and Tekla loses AEW Women's belt, you have a really big match there.
Yeah.
Between the two of them.
You do. That would be a crazy match between those two. I think they could pull off a really great match.
And if you were going to send an ass kicker to defend Stardom,
Shiri's a great pick.
she's right at the top, right?
She is. So does that change your mind about Shiri Natsupoi?
Oh my God, yes.
Because of the Tekla stuff?
It does.
You think Shiri's going to retain?
I do. I think Shiri's going to retain
and take it to America. And
take it to America. And
I love the idea of that, of Tekla kind of pissing Shiri off so much that she kind of follows her home.
I think everything happens for a reason. You know, especially in Stardom, and in Joshi in particular.
Yeah.
You can have something happen 7 years ago, and it could be the smallest thing.
Right.
She walked by and, whatever. She did a drive-by on me,
Yeah.
I smelled it for 3 days. Whatever. It matters later on.
Yes,
and that's one of the
always.
things we love about it. I don't know. It just feels like maybe it could be something.
It does. It does now that you mention it, especially with that whole Shiri thing going on the TV show.
Because otherwise, she'd job Shiri out with that.
Yeah, because Shiri didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
She just looked at her.
Yeah, she kind of jobbed her out. She walked on her TV show, disrespected her and her company, and her belt.
That's fair. I mean, I would pay money to see that. And also, once Triangle of Madness has their hands on the artist belts, my vote is for Meisera Azumi and Starlight Kid to come kick butt and get them back, for Starlight Kid to get her win back over Tekla.
I like that. And honestly, I'll tell you something I think's will work.
What?
I think the Suri thing's will work.
You think so?
I think Suri talking crap about hope you enjoy it. I know she's doing her marigold payday.
Yeah.
I get that. But if Natsupoi was to lose, and that belt's still out there, it's just a thought. It's just a thought about Suri.
Yeah. She did have some stuff to say about not being put in this year's 5-Star Grand Prix.
She did, and I think everybody's seen that.
Yeah.
So, that's anyway.
But I wouldn't be surprised if it was a work, because she's a consummate professional. So.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, guys.
So the final match, other than tournament matches that we have on opening night, is another 8-man match, and this one is Maika, Sariano, Hanan, and Suzu Suzuki versus Rina, Konami, Natsuka Tora, and Saya Kamatani. So a little hate action here on night one against the champs, essentially, and Maika and Sariano. That's a stacked babyface team, but I don't know. I don't know if they can pull out the win.
No, I think this is Hate's win.
I think so too, especially because Saya doesn't have Momo there to distract her in this match. So I think Hate will do what Hate does best and probably get the job done.
I think this may be a sign of things. I think this might be Saya Kamatani pinning Suzu.
Oh, you think so? I definitely think they're going to have a face-to-face, but you think a straight-up pin on the champ?
And here's the reason I think that. It'll make more sense when we get through my picks of the tournament.
Okay.
But if Saya was to pin the champion here, you could have a argument to have a title match directly after the tournament.
You could. Like, she would be owed a title match no matter what she does in the tournament. All right, so let's get into these first night tournament matches. There are 8 tournament matches on night 1, 2 from each block. So in Red Stars A, we have Akira Kuragane versus Sayaka Kurara.
So, me personally, that's Sayaka Kurara.
Yes, me too. I think Sayaka is going to win all the way. And a little disclaimer, these matches may not be in final order of the match night. This is just the way they ordered them on the cards. You know, I think they wanted to keep the blocks together. So this might not be the order the matches are in on the night. This is just how they had them on the website.
Yes.
The other Red Stars A match is Tomoka Inaba versus Itsuki Aoki.
What do you think on this one?
I have Tomoka Inaba winning this match.
I agree.
Itsuki, in her first tournament, I think maybe the bright lights and the big deal might get to her a little bit at first, but Tomoka is a hard out anyway, so we've seen her go far in the 5-star before.
Yeah, I believe this is Tomoka.
Yeah. Sure. In Red Stars B, we have Saida versus Azusa Inaba.
Okay, so all the way Saida.
Yeah, I think Saya gets
crowd's going to be behind her. It's going to be a great way to start the tournament.
100%. Yes, Saida with a win right off the bat. And the other Red Stars B match is Mei Seira versus Rina Yamashita, which is just a fun match in general.
I think we may be different on this one. What do you have on this one?
I have Mei Seira winning
I figured.
this.
So this is going to be Rina Yamashita. I just feel that she's going to bewilder Mei with some of her hardcoreness.
She's got her size on her side, that's for sure.
Yeah, this is Rina Yamashita for me.
All I can picture is Mei trapping her in the Rolling Star and her not being able to kick out. Like, that's the only picture in my head when I see this match. So I had to pick Mei.
Go with it.
The next match in Blue Stars A is Aya Sakura versus Hanako, and we know these two have a history.
So this is funny because we Raja and I filled out our brackets all the way down to our winners of the whole tournament.
Yes.
Some of the things were exactly the same.
We have similar thoughts. So longtime listeners will not be surprised.
What do you have in this one?
A draw.
And so do I.
If there was going to be a draw at any point in this tournament, it was going to be this match, okay?
I thought it was so funny. Our brackets ended up so close.
They're very similar, but not the same. Like, we have some big differences, I think.
We do. They're very Queen's Quest adjacent, regardless of...
Our Queen's Quest adjacent stuff is similar.
So, but yeah, we both had a draw on this, and it was really funny when we were looking over what we did.
Yeah, they're going to go the 15 minutes of kicking each other's butts.
This is totally a draw.
The other Blue Stars A match is Ruaka versus Miyu Amasaki. I
got Ruaka.
I do too. I think Ruaka is going to be working hard to try to get that goddess title shot back for her and Tora, so I think she's going to win.
Yes.
In Blue Stars B, we have Yuna Mizumori versus Momo Watanabe.
Well, this is no even thing for me. This is Momo. Momo's going to be a killer in this. She feels so cool right now.
Oh my God.
There is something, she just has it oozing off of her.
Yeah.
And I think Momo has to start the first night showing what a danger she is.
Absolutely. I think Momo is going to win this 100%. No shade to Yuna, but she is dangerous right now, and she's got a point to prove. So
yeah.
The final match for night 1 tournament wise on Blue Stars B is Koguma versus Kiko Furusawa. And listen, I just want to preface my pick by saying I didn't know what the cards were while I was doing my bracket, okay? And I felt bad, so I gave each of the young girls 1 win. And this was Kikyo's win over Koguma for me. So I picked Kikyo winning on night 1, which is crazy, I know, but just cut me some slack. I felt bad.
So I'm here to defend the Bears.
I'll defend all the Bears, please.
Koguma's going to win this. And it's going to be the roll-up you're looking for, but it's going to be Koguma winning this.
Probably, but listen, I can't bring myself to give people 0 points. That just isn't in me.
You know what? They earn their spot later on.
I know they do. I know, and I know that logically, and Koguma is probably going to win, but I'm making my bed, and I'm going to lie in it on this one.
All right, partner.
The next night is literally the next night, July 19th, in Toyohashi, and this will be live on Stardom World. So we have one tag match and then 8 more tournament matches. The tag match is Emma Maishima and Matoi Hamabe versus Sariano and Natsupoi.
Yeah, I love this because I love watching them beat up young girls.
Yeah.
And they're going to tear them apart. So obviously, Sariano and Natsupoi.
Yes, I think Saripoi definitely. I like seeing them get back to their tag team ways, honestly, even if it's against Matoi and Emma. I think it'll be a fun match regardless.
Yeah.
But let's get into these tournament matches, starting with Red Stars A. We have Sayaka Kurara versus Rina. Such an interesting match because of the history in tournaments with these two.
So what do you think?
I picked Rina to win this match. I feel like she needs to get some get back over Sayaka.
I like that pick a lot. I really do. It's a shame that it's not right. I think
one place where we differ.
I think Kurara is going to win this one.
Sayaka has all the steam in the world, but I just feel like Rina, we saw what she did last year. I feel like she needs this quick win to kind of...
I think Sayaka's going to... I think she's going to do well in the tournament, but I think she's going to shine. I think that she's really... put those years in, as she said, in just a few short months.
Agreed, yeah.
And this is going to be something special.
Listen, the 5-star's so hard to pick. Like, things could go either way.
Yes.
So, the other Red Stars A match is Tomoka Inaba versus Natsuka Tora. So, I have Tomoka on this one.
Yeah, we're different on this, too. I think Tora all the way. And, there's a lot of reasons for that. Namely, the Inaba one for night one.
Yeah.
But Tora's going to win this.
Well... we'll see. On Red Stars B, we have Mei Seira versus Maki Ito.
What do you got?
You go first this time.
All right. So I think as much as I want Maki Ito to win everything, be given free houses and free chocolate the rest of her life, Mei Seira is going to win this one, and this one will be a roll-up.
This might be the most different we've ever been on a single night, because I picked Maki Ito to win this match. And like I said, we did our brackets before we knew the match lineups for anything. So this is just our pure... bracket picks.
This may be all our different picks in the same night.
Yeah, it might be just the one different night. It's going to determine which of us wins our little competition that we have.
Interesting.
The other Red Stars B match is Rina Yamashita versus Utami Hayashishita.
Well,
first Utami match of the tournament.
I bet we picked the same on this.
Yeah, I would say we both probably picked Utami to win this match.
Exactly.
I think Utami is going to come out of the gates racing here. Blue Stars A, we have Hina versus Suzu Suzuki in her first tournament match. Hina, of course, looking very forward to this.
I've got Hina having an excellent tournament. It just doesn't start this night.
I totally have Hina beating Suzu. I don't know if it's because she's so passionate about it that she convinced me.
Well, dude, listen. Hina said she was going to do it.
Yeah.
Hina's talked only about this. We talked about this on the last show.
Yeah.
And I even said on the last show that I think Hina will win. But when I made my brackets...
it just didn't pan out.
It was hard.
It was hard. It's hard when you're looking at all those names and all those boxes.
When I look at Suzu Suzuki on paper, literally... Mm-hmm. And I just put it versus Hina, and I'm not putting any story with it. It's Suzu Suzuki.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. She's beat her multiple times in the past. She's a champion. I mean, it makes total sense, but I still picked Hina, so.
Okay, well, we're different.
On Blue Stars A, we have Ruaka versus Rion.
So I've got Ruaka.
Me too. I picked Ruaka to beat Rion.
Well, there, see, we have...
Yeah, we got 2. In the next match, Blue Stars B, Kikyo Furusawa versus Hanan. Hanan. Yeah, I picked Hanan. I didn't pick Kikyo again. I picked Hanan to win this match.
I didn't know if you're going to have Kikyo run the table or not.
No. As much as I would love to see that, no. And the last tournament match for this night in Blue Stars B is Koguma versus Amisori.
So we're putting some bears down because it's time for Amisori to show that what she is.
I picked Koguma.
Knew it.
Why are we like this? So night 2 is going to be very telling for our tournament sense. And there's so many singles matches in this tournament that it's hard
That's
to
insane,
get
though.
even a fraction of them correct.
That we picked that different on that night.
The thing is, when you're picking the 5-star, you have to pick for points as much as you pick for like individual singles matches, right? Like you have to get the people to the points that you think they should have. So sometimes it comes out with wonky things, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so the final night of this opening weekend is on the next night, July 20th. It's in Osaka, also being streamed live on Stardom World. We have a 4-way match for this one, which is Emma Maishima versus Matoe Hamabe versus Sariano versus Natsupoi. So the previous night tag match split into a 4-way.
So I think Poi's gonna win this match.
I think so too. I think Natsupoi will probably win, unless there's some craziness where like Matoe corners Emma and pins her really quick or something like that. You know, anything could happen in a 4-way, but I do think Poi will probably take the win in this one.
Agreed.
The first tournament match in Red Stars A is Sayaka Kurara versus Tomoka Inaba, a rematch of one of our favorite matches from last year. This match, I'm so excited.
Yeah, I am too. What do you have?
I have Sayaka Kurara winning.
Me too.
Yeah, so I got Sayaka getting her 2 points here, and it's going to be so good. I'm so excited about that match.
That's a great match, man.
It is.
There's a lot of top-notch matches on this night.
Yeah, they went big for Osaka.
Yeah.
The other Red Stars A match is Maika versus Azumi. So, you know, like size versus speed and all that.
Yeah. Dude, Azumi.
I picked Maika to win this match.
Wow.
I didn't give Azumi as much craziness as you did.
Azumi finishes with 12 points for me.
Yeah, but which is fair. Azumi is Azumi. I mean, it's totally doable for her, but I do have Maika winning this match.
I just feel like it's time.
In Red Stars B, we will see Saya Ida versus Lady C. And I picked Saya Ida to win this match.
We are the same.
I think this is going to be a lot of fun, big, strong girl match, you know?
Yeah, it'd be like...
In Red Stars B, we also have Rina Yamashita versus Azusa Inaba.
So this is Inaba. Is sort of a surprise here. I've got her beating Rina Yamashita. I
have Rina going over Azusa in this match.
That's probably smart money, but I just seen it in my head and I couldn't get it out of there.
We're similar about things like that. In Blue Stars A, we have Aya Sakura versus Hina.
So I've got Hina beating the captain here.
Me too. I've got Hina winning in this match. In the other Blue Stars A match is Hanako versus Miyu Amasaki. And I picked Hanako to win over Miyu.
Sorry, Miyu.
It's the battle of the Kyoto girls, right? So they always love to fight each other. But I do think this is like a little get back from Hanako and Maika losing the tag team match recently. I think Hanako's going to get that win back for her team. In Blue Stars B, we'll see Kikyo Furusawa versus Momo Watanabe.
I mean, do we have to say
Momo?
Momo.
And the other Blue Stars B match is Hanan versus Koguma.
What do you got?
I picked Hanan.
Okay, we're the same.
See, night 3 and night 1, we're on the same page.
Yeah.
But night 2 was crazy. Like, we don't usually differ that much on a single night.
No, it's very strange.
But it's going to be an even more fun because of that, I think, to watch and see which of us is mad at the end of the night.
So, just as a little bit of fun.
Yes.
Who do you have? Red Stars A. Okay. Red Stars A, who is Sayaka Kurara, Tomoka Inaba, Azumi, Itsuki Aoki, Maika, Natsuko Tora, Rina, and Akira Kirigane. Who do you have with the most points?
So I actually have a tie as for the most points. I have 2 people with 10 points, and those people are Azumi and Maika.
Okay. I've got a single winner of Azumi, 12 points. Her only loss to Rina.
Okay. That could 100% happen. In mine, Maika would actually be the first seed because she beats Azumi in my bracket. So Azumi would come in second. And then for third, I have another tie at 8 points, but it ends up being Rina in third place because she beats Sayaka Kurara. I have them both at 8. So
I've got Azumi, Sayaka, and Rina.
I mean, yeah. I've got Maika, Azumi, and Rina. So,
So Red Stars B.
Red Stars B. Let's see who's in this bracket. We've got Saya Ida, Lady C, Mei Seira, Rina Yamashita, Maki Ito, Konami, Azusa Inaba, and Utami Hayashishita. And I think we were very much in agreement over who was going to win this block at first seed.
What's your points?
My first point getter at 12 points is Utami Hayashishita.
So, me too. I've got 12 points with Utami. And after that, I have a weird three-way tie that we had to figure out for our final bracket.
Yes.
But I have at 8 points Maki Ito, Konami, and Saida.
I have Maki and Konami at 8 points, but the way mine works out, Konami ends up being second and then Maki Ito third. So
who do you have beating Utami?
I have Utami losing to Maki Ito.
I've got Konami winning. So
it's a toss-up.
Yeah.
It's hard to say what's going to happen there.
In Red Stars B, as far as on the tournament list, yeah, it's who do you have?
I have Utami at the first seed getting a bye, and then at B2, I've got Konami in second place, and then at third, Maki Ito.
I've got Utami, not Unami. I've got Utami, Maki Ito, and then Konami.
Very good, very good.
Very same.
So, Blue Stars A, do you want to read these participants for us?
I have the captain, Aya Sakura, Hina, Miyu Amasaki, Suzu Suzuki, Hanako, Rion, Ruaka, and Julia Hart.
A very interesting block indeed. I believe we got the same top point getter in this one, mine being Suzu Suzuki finishing with 11 points.
Suzu has 12 points for me, and she lost to Ruaka.
Yes, I have her losing to Hina, like we talked about earlier, and I also have her drawing with Julia Hart. I just feel like there's gonna be shenanigans, and we know how Suzu is with countouts and like forgetting to get back in the ring, and I think that would be an interesting match to do that with.
Yeah, no, it would be, absolutely. Julia Hart, for me, ends up with 8 points because I was going on what B. Priestley probably would have had.
Right.
And, so she's losing to Aya, Mayu, and or Miyu, and Suzu.
I have her at 9 points because of that draw. She didn't lose to Suzu, she drew with Suzu, but I also have her losing to Aya Sakura and Hina. And my top three in this block are very clear-cut. I don't have any draws, so at 11 points, Suzu. Julia's actually second with 9 points, and then Hina in third with 8 points.
So I have Suzu in A1. A2, I have Aya Sakura. And 3, I have Hina as well.
So just our second place winner there is different. So if I had Hina if I had Aya Sakura get one more win and Julia get a loss, like if I flipped that, their win and loss there, then we would have been the same.
So Blue Stars B?
Blue Stars B, we have Hanan, Yuna Mizumori, Ami Sori, Starlight Kid, Koguma, Momo Watanabe, Saya Kamatani, and Kikyo Furusawa. And this was the other thing where it was like, we did our stuff separately, but we pretty much picked the same outcome, and that was Momo and Saya both finishing with 11 points because they beat everyone except one person and then draw against each other.
Really insane when we looked at and we both had the exact same thing on this, except for who they lost to.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost the same. So I have Koguma rolling Momo Watanabe up in a flash pin while trying to get her to be a bear. And then I have Starlight Kid beating Saya Kamatani as a kind of like get back at her for their whole thing that happened with the red belt and everything like that.
Yeah, so I have Momo Watanabe losing to SLK.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a draw with Saya Kamatani. Mm-hmm. I have Saya Kamatani losing to Koguma in a flash pan.
Yeah, exactly. See, we were on the same wavelength there, just a little opposite. So this does present a problem because obviously the top two people have the same points and then they drew against each other. So it's very wishy-washy. So we kind of just did what we wanted in the after tournament. So for me, I put Saya Kamatani in first seed, Momo at second. And then my third place person is Starlight Kid. I have her coming out with 10 points.
Oh, that's interesting. I have Saya Kamatani, Momo, and I have Hanan. Yes. So, and tournament bracket wise, so with me, it goes down, very interesting matchups, which would be a lot of fun to see.
Yes.
And it's a lot of fun just to think about. But I have Azumi versus Azumi versus Maki.
Maki, yes.
Yeah.
Very cute match.
And that would go, I'm just going to do that bracket. It would be Azumi versus Sayaka.
Uh-huh.
And then Azumi going on there to the quarterfinal or semifinal.
To the semifinal.
I have Rina and Konami, and that would be Rina and Utami, getting the bye. So Utami wins.
Okay.
And so it's Utami and Azumi, ending with Utami in the final.
All right. So for my Red Star side, I have Konami versus Rina in the first match. I have Konami winning to go on to face Maika. And then Maika versus Konami, I have Konami winning. And then on the other side, I have Azumi versus Maki Ito with Azumi winning. And she would face Utami, who got the bye. So Azumi versus Utami. Utami wins. So the semifinal would be Konami, Utami, and Utami would win to go on to the final.
So it's very close to mine. With the Azumi versus Utami in my semifinal, it's, again, funny.
It is.
How this is adjacent to a certain...
It is. See, I have Utami Azumi in the quarterfinals and then the Konami match in the semis, so it's like Queen Quest. Like, I think we both have very Queen's Quest heavy brackets in this portion of the tournament.
Just Azumi versus Utami to me for that much is...
That would be an excellent semifinal
It's almost as emotional as Saya.
It is, because of the implications in the Queen's Quest history.
So in Blue Stars, I got Suzu with the bye, obviously. Momo versus Hina. Momo wins that. Momo and Suzu, it ends up being Momo winning that, which is interesting for many, many reasons.
Yes.
Then Aya and Hanan. And Hanan's going to go over there. She'll face Saya. Saya's going to win that with Saya Kamatani versus Momo Watanabe. And Saya Kamatani going to the final versus Utami Hayashishita.
So my top bracket is exactly the same as yours. Suzu gets the bye, then Momo versus Hina. I have Momo winning. Momo versus Suzu. I have Momo winning to go to the semifinals. The other side of mine doesn't make as much sense as yours because the way my bracket turned out, it would be Julia versus Starlight Kid in the first round, and I have Starlight Kid winning that, which I guess kind of ties into the Triangle of Madness thing, and that would give Starlight and her friends an Artist of Stardom title match, I guess. And then Saya Kamatani, who got the bye, versus Starlight Kid once again, and Saya wins this time. Saya versus Momo in the semifinals to make it Utami versus Saya in the final.
And your winner of the 2026 5-Star Grand Prix?
Saya Kamatani.
I will say one word. Same.
Yes. I think it's high time that Saya Kamatani won a 5-Star Grand Prix. I'm not saying it's impossible that we have a 2-time winner for the very first time this year in either Utami or Momo Watanabe. That's totally possible. Even Suzu Suzuki has a chance of winning a second time. But I just think it's Saya's year, and it's building up to her getting back to that top position and the red belt.
There's a lot of interesting things. Part of me wants to see Azumi go all the way and win, honestly. And it still has interesting matches with Queen's Quest type stuff in there. Very interesting matches.
Very interesting.
I also want, Momo to repeat.
Yeah.
And how cool that would be. She's talked about it. They've done articles about it.
Yeah.
Kind of company supported articles about it. And, so that would be interesting. It would also be interesting if she beat Saya Kamatani to do it.
Yeah.
Because of so many reasons. With hate and the things going on. And it would also make us have to wait. Any of these things happening would push off the match that people want to see.
Yeah. Until the end of the year.
Maybe the end of the year where there might be a really big card.
Yeah. Yeah, and that happens on December 29th every year,
And in the meantime, we could have all kinds of Azumi and Momo and Saya stuff. And
you, Lady C, all the things.
So that's the whole thing that I'm struggling with. From a promoter hat.
Yeah.
Do I give them everything on this tournament with no promotion, no build, no waiting a month for this big marquee match?
Right. It's hard. It's hard because I think we all want to see Utami Saya.
Yeah.
But we also want it to happen at the right time, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Utami versus Saya Kamatani seems to be like, if you want to fill a stadium, so to speak, you want to fill the house.
Yeah.
What could you guarantee to do that with?
How crazy would it be? Because the semifinals and the finals are on the same night, how crazy would it be with Utami winning her way to the finals first? Then the final tournament match is Momo Saya and Momo wins. Oh. And everyone's wants Saya to win, but then Momo just ekes it out or something. Drama.
Yeah, no, it's incredible. I love it.
There's so many good things that can happen.
I love your bracket. The only thing will totally toss some shade on. I don't think Julia Hart's going to make it to the after tournament.
You know, I didn't think that either, but that's just the way it came out in my bracket when I finished. I was like, okay, I guess this is... And listen, there is like a 95% chance that we're going to have to redo this final tournament bracket by the time we reach August 18th.
So I'm thinking halfway through.
Yeah. We redo things.
We do a re-tournament, and then we do another set of picks for the final tournament because we're never... Listen, you've said it a few times in this show. It's so unpredictable.
It is.
And they make it that way. There's always upsets that you really don't see coming.
I know. It's like some of the craziest stuff happens in the 5-star.
There's always somebody who stands out that you didn't expect to stand out. And I don't think the company expected to stand out.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes that may change things, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And I think, like, obviously we're going to be here throughout the tournament making our picks as it happens, like night to night. So we're definitely going to see some things change from we think's going to happen just straight out of the gate.
So I want to say something before we do any kind of sign-offs or all that stuff. So I really appreciate everybody and your support and, you know, so much. We love it so much. We love all the conversation, all the comments, and how everybody has helped us grow. And it takes every single one of you sharing the show, supporting the show, liking the show, and talking to us. You know, it means the world to us. It genuinely means the world to us. It's not anything other than a passion project for us because we love this so much. This is our world. And, you know, so it's so wonderful to be able to share that with you guys. In saying that, we have kind of delayed having, you know, we have some Cult of Joshi shirts we've made for ourselves and such like that. But as far as the first official Cult of Joshi shirt release, we have paid the artist to design the shirt. It's being made right now. I just wanted to wait to the end. If you made it to the end of the show, you deserve the teaser. I'm not going to say who the artist is, but I will say that, you know, a lot of people in pro wrestling would know who this artist is. It's our favorite artist.
Yes. It's the one we wanted from the beginning. We're like, if we ever get to the point of making a shirt, this is the person we need to commission for the design.
And we have commissioned.
Yes.
And it
I'm so excited.
It is being made, and I can't wait to share it with everybody. And I know it's going to be awesome. So
I'm going to wear it all the time. Just constantly.
Just excited about that, and excited about all of this, and excited about things we still have coming up. You know, different things to take the show to and do. So we
have so many grand plans in our mind, but it's tournament season, baby. We gotta focus on the
That's what the main focus is right now. Get ready, buckle up, you know, put grandma to bed.
Yeah, so we hope you've enjoyed this little special edition episode where we talk about all the people we think is going to win and what we think is going to happen, and we obviously don't know what's going to happen, so we just are excited about this, and we want to know what you guys think are going to happen, who you think is going to win the whole thing, and if you think we're going to get Utami Saya in the final or not. What is your final for the 5-star? Thank you so much for listening. Follow us on all of our socials at Cult of Joshi, you know, X, Facebook, Instagram. Subscribe to the Cult of Joshi YouTube channel. Give this video a like if you're listening on YouTube. We love you guys, and we hope you have an excellent 5-star Grand Prix. I'm Raja. He's John. So long from the Cult of Joshi.
Bye!